welcome back. It is your boy, Austin Wayne, the gambling degenerate, back with another episode of The Answer Key. Well, you guys got the questions, and I got the answers. First things first, make sure you go ahead and check out the results for Week 4. We are on fire on this channel lately. We got an amazing week of football ahead of us for Week 5. It's going to be hard, a lot of tough matchups, I cannot lie. I will hold my promise, though. We're going to do better each and every week. Go ahead and tell your mama, your friend, your uncle, your cousin, anyone you know. Hit the like, subscribe button for me. Without any further ado, let's get into these picks. Let's get it. Week 5, I'm on your ass. I'm here. Let's do this. First game of the Week 5 slate. We got a Thursday night showdown of the horses. Got some horsepower. We got the Indianapolis Colts heading to Denver to play these Broncos. The Broncos just got their butt whipped by the Raiders. You know, the Colts, they just got ran all over by Derrick Henry. The Colts are without Jonathan Taylor, and I'm pretty sure that the Broncos are without Javonte Williams. I do like Russell Wilson more than Matty Ice, but I do not think that the Broncos offense can withstand this Indianapolis secondary. I'm rocking with the Colts in this matchup. The spread is 3.5 points favored to Denver? Nah. I'm betting 5 points to Indianapolis. I'm taking them for the money, and the total is 42. They think this is going to be a defensive showing. They're trying to trick you. Your boy's trying to tell you right now, this is going to be an over 40.5 points. Moving on. Next game, we got the New York Giants heading to London, actually, to play these Packers. This is the best game that London's ever seen, I think. 2 3-1 teams. You know, Packers coming off a close game to these Patriots and a second-string quarterback. The spread is favored to them by 8 points. I do think they're a little salty about that, so I'm going to give it to the Packers in this matchup. I think Romeo Doubs is coming together well with A-Rod. I'm giving it to the Packers at minus 6.5 to take care of these boys. Take care of business, I was going to say. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 41 points. I do agree. This is going to be a lower scoring game. I think both defenses are pretty good. It's going to be under 42.5 points. Moving on, got a good divisional matchup. We got the Atlanta Falcons flying to Tampa Bay to play these Buccaneers. It's like the third home game in a row for them, I think. Yeah, they lost to the Packers, and they lost to the Chiefs. Yeah, here we are again. All right. Let's see here. The Tampa Bay Bucks is favored by 9 points. Atlanta Falcons going to be without Cordell Patterson. I don't think Mariota's that good against this defense. I got to give it to the Bucks. Minus 7.5 points is what I'm rocking with for Tampa Bay. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 48 points. That makes sense to me. 2 passing offenses. I'm going over 46.5 points for this matchup. Moving on. We got the Chicago Bears heading to Minnesota to play these Vikings. These Vikings barely beat the Saints with Andy Dalton. That was interesting to me. I just think Chicago's offense is terrible, even though I'm pretty sure they're getting N'Keal Harry back this matchup. The spread is 7 points favoring Minnesota. I'm rocking with Kirk Cousins in this. Minnesota 5.5 gets my vote. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is going to be 44 points. This is going to be an over. I do think that some points are going to be scored in this matchup, so it's going to be over 42.5 points. You heard it here first. Moving on. We got the Detroit Lions heading to New England to play these Patriots. Bill Belichick coach team. Wow, I'm stuttering a lot this video. Let's see here. New England defense is pretty good, but the Detroit Lions, surprisingly to say, has got one of the better offenses in the NFL right now. I know they're going to be without Swift, but Jamal Williams is just as good, I think. I think this is a game that Damian Harris might have a pretty good game for all you fantasy people. But I just don't think that the Patriots' offense can keep up with Detroit's. In this matchup, I'm taking Detroit at +4. Spread is 3 favored to Patriots, but I'm taking Detroit +4. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 46 points. This is going to be an under. I do believe the defenses get it together a little bit. So under 47.5 points. Moving on, We got the Houston Texans heading to Jacksonville to play Trevor Lawrence and these Jaguars. Jaguars looking really good, got out ahead of these Eagles. Just not strong enough to overcome Jalen Hurts. Davis Mills is going to let it fly in this matchup. I can't lie. I think this is a trap game. Need some juice. Jacksonville's favored by 7 points in this matchup. I'm going to take the Houston Texans at plus 8.5 in this matchup. I will take Jacksonville outright to win, though. And the total is 43.5 points. I'm taking the over 42.5 points. I think points are going to be scored. Points. Moving on. We got the Los Angeles Chargers heading to Cleveland to play these Browns. Once again, I think this might be a little trap game. The Chargers are favored by only 2.5 points. That's not going to be good enough for me, honestly. I will take Cleveland at plus 4 in this matchup. I'm going to take them for the money. And then, the total is 47.5. I think this is going to be a defensive game that Nick Chubb takes over running the ball. Honestly, under 48.5 points is my final answer. Moving on, we got the Miami Dolphins heading to New York Jets. Dolphins, they got Bridgewater for this game. New York Jets got Zach Wilson. I knew he was going to beat the Steelers last week. I'm telling you, the kid's got talent. Miami is favored in this game by 3 points. That's just not going to be enough for me. You got so many weapons. You're only favored to the Jets by 3 points. The Jets got home field advantage in this. I'm taking the Jets at plus 4.5. I'm taking them outright for the money. I think Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis has a big game. And the total is 46 points. We're talking Bridgewater here, and we are talking the Jets. So, two pretty good defensive lines. I am going with the under at 47.5 points for this matchup. Under 47.5. Moving on, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers with Kenny Pickett heading to Buffalo to play these Bills. The Bills are strongly favored by 14 points in this game. I think this is a trap. I know Kenny Pickett threw a couple picks last game. Buffalo's defense is pretty good. But I see a lot of rushing yards in this game for Kenny Pickett. I think George Pickens goes off in this matchup. I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 15.5 for this matchup. I will take the Bills to win it, though. And the total is 46.5. Like I said, I think Kenny Pickett lets it fly. I'm taking the over at 45.5 points. Over for this matchup. I don't think Steelers defense is nothing crazy. Moving on, we got the Seattle Seahawks with Geno Smith has been on point lately, heading to New Orleans to play these Saints. The Saints barely lost to the Vikings. Andy Dalton didn't look half bad, Like I said, Geno Smith has been on point. Rashad Penny is looking like a great running back. 5.5 points, though, that's a weird spread to me, personally. I will rock with Seattle in this matchup at plus 7 points. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints outright to win this matchup, though. I think they got it. I think Chris Olave has a day, honestly, against that Seahawks secondary. And the total is 46 points. I will take the over in this matchup. I think there will be points scored. And that's all I got to say. There will be points scored. Moving on, we got the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry going to play the Washington Commanders. Washington has looked like trash the last couple games. Defense has been getting thrown all over. But this is one of those games where it's speaking to me. My heart is speaking to me. The Tennessee Titans are only favored by 2.5 points in this matchup. They're the away team. It's not going to be enough for me. I'm taking the Washington Commanders at plus 4 points in this match. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 43 points. This is going to be an under to me. Under 44.5 points. Moving on, we got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Carolina to play these Panthers. San Francisco is kind of heavily favored, 7 points, the away team. That's interesting to me. Once again, my heart is calling to me in this game. I think that Carolina's defense gets it together in the first half, honestly. I'm taking the spread on Carolina here at plus 8.5 points. I do think they keep it closer in this matchup, 28-24 type-ish. Or maybe not that, like 24 to 17. I don't know, something like that. Close. But I will take San Francisco 49ers to win this matchup. Like I said, they're just going to be the better team in the end. Deebo Samuel, not to mention. And the total is 39 points. Interesting. Yeah, two really good defenses. I got to go. It's a 4 o'clock game? Yeah. I got to go with the under 40.5 points here for this matchup. Moving on, we got the Dallas Cowboys heading to LA to play these Rams. Rams offense has been looking horrible. Does Allen Robinson even exist anymore? I don't know. And, of course, Dallas Cowboys defense has been unstoppable. Cooper Rush is looking good. This is a trap game. The world probably thinks that Dallas's defense is going to hold them close. Actually, you see the Rams are favored by 5 points in this matchup. I'm taking that, actually. I'm taking the Rams minus 3.5. I think they get it together. They find their other options finally. I think they make a fool out of Trayvon Diggs this matchup. I will take them outright as well. And the total is 43 points. I'm taking the under 44.5 points for this matchup. Two pretty good defenses. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Arizona to play these Cardinals. This is one of those games, my heart's speaking loud and clear. Jalen Hurts has been on fire. Cardinals really don't have that good of a passing game yet. For some reason, I don't think the Eagles have really played a mobile quarterback like this, though, yet. The spread is 5 favored to Philadelphia. I'm going to take the plus 6.5 for Arizona for this matchup. I think I'm taking the plus 6.5 for Arizona. I'm gonna take the Cardinals for the money. I'm going with it. Call me crazy. I think Cardinals get it together this matchup. It's about the time for Eagles to take one of their losses. Another team with feathers. This might be the one. So Cardinals plus 6.5. I'm taking them for the money, and the total is 49 points. That's interesting to me. Since I'm picking the Cardinals to win this matchup, I will pick the over in this matchup. So over 47.5 points for me. Over. Moving on, we got the Cincinnati Bengals heading to Baltimore to play these Ravens. I know Lamar is salty about losing to the Bills. He usually snaps against the Bengals, and I do think it's about time for this Ravens defense to, step up a bit. They had a pretty good game in the first half last week, though. The Ravens are favored here by 3 points. That's my man Lamar. I'm taking that. So minus a 1.5 points for the Ravens. That's what I'm taking them. I'm taking them outright. And the total is 48.5. What is this, Sunday Night Football? I'm taking the under in this matchup. Under 49.5 points. Everyone's watching anyway. Next game, we got a great divisional matchup on Monday night to close off the week. We got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Kansas City to play these Chiefs. Is this the game where the Raiders shocked the world? I was surprised that the KC offense did what they did to Tampa Bay's defense last week. And, the Las Vegas offense has really not been that impressive this year so far. They might have found their identity running with Jacobs last week, though. Hopefully Renfro can come back in this matchup. I think Derek Carr is going to be launching it this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not being biased right here. This is a divisional matchup, guys. Don't sleep. The spread is 7.5 points favored to KC. This is a trap game. I'm taking plus 9 Las Vegas in this matchup. I will take the Kansas City Chiefs outright to win this game, though. And the total is 51 points. I'm taking the over 49.5 points in this matchup. That's all for my Week 5 picks. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you could, go ahead, hit me with a like, subscribe if you enjoyed everything so far. We got some money to make. Let's get it.